Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Gravity Sports Podcast. My name is Terrence, and I'm here with my boy Ty. In this episode, we're going to be discussing the Knicks and the Timberwolves trade, the Devontae Adams and Amari Cooper trade, and the most impressive and disappointing NFL teams thus far. But before we get
college is a lot, bro. So as y'all know I'm in college now. So I'm playing football and college and midterms is this week. So a lot going on, but I did find a time to get like this quick podcast in. So I'm just ready to talk because I got a lot of shit in my mind, bro. We ended the podcast since the playoffs, the NBA playoffs. So but now we're back, man. Trying to get consistent in this shit again. So
it's been a lot going on in the sports world, especially with and the offseason, NBA offseason and NFL offseason and NFL season just starting, and we got some trades too. So, but first I want to talk about the Knicks and Timberwolves trade. How do you feel about the Karl-Anthony Towns trade to the Knicks?
To be honest, bro, I low-key won't say nobody really won this trade, and the reason why I say that, because the Knicks is already a good team. They already contenders and all that. Before the trade, they're contenders. Now, will I say Cat's going to be a great help? Yes, he is. But do I think Cat going to make them automatically like NBA Finals champions? No, I don't see that, because the reason why I say that Cat can be really inconsistent. Yes, he's one of the best 3-point centers of all time. Yeah, I said that right, all time. Yeah. And yes, he will definitely help Jalen Brunson. Definitely have someone that help in the paint and give him screens and all that shit. But I just think that like he's way too inconsistent for me. And on the it's called Timberwolves side, we got Julius Randle and Dante. Julius Randle, he's low-key injury prone. You know what I mean? And yeah, when he's not injured, he's a great player. Don't get me wrong. And of course, and Dante Minjo is a great 3-point shooter too. But do I think it's going to change what the Timberwolves was going to do or what they is going to do? No. I already think the Timberwolves was contenders before and after Cat. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's a difference between both teams. If I say it's an addition, yeah, I could say that. But if the question is, how do I feel about them? I think really nothing changed. If you know what I mean? I just think that they're both still contenders and they're both going to do what they're going to do. But I don't think nothing really. I don't think Cat was a really big addition in my opinion. He's too inconsistent to me. While Julius Randle and Dante's a good 3-point shooter. He will help a little bit, but I think Julius Randle just way too injury prone for me. And, I just think nothing's really going to change for the Timberwolves as long as they got Cat. Not shit. As long as they got Anthony Edwards. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My thing is, for the Timberwolves, they had a championship team in place, and going back to the Rudy Gobert trade, now people thought it wasn't going to work with Cat and Rudy, but they were just now starting to get it together, especially in the playoffs. Yes, they went down pretty hard in 5 games to the Mavericks, but they were just starting to figure out how to play with each other. Now you get rid of Karl-Anthony Towns and trade him for Julius Randle. And yes, when Julius Randle is healthy and playing good, he's one of the best power forwards in the league. He's all NBA. He made an all NBA team a couple years ago, but now you trade for him, and we don't know how that's gonna fit. We don't know if he's gonna be inconsistent, because the difference between Randle and Cat is he has the potential to be one of the best players in the league, but he just doesn't have that mentality. Randle, he has that mentality, but he's just not one of the best players in the league. That's the difference between Cat and Randle. And also on the Knicks side of things, they're losing like that toughness, that grit that Randle brought to the team, because that's what the Knicks are about. They're all about like toughness, playing defensive minded basketball. That's why they went out and got Tom Thibodeau as their coach. Now you bring in a center who's not good on the defensive side of the ball, and I don't know how that's gonna work with the Knicks. Now, offensively, obviously, like you said, Cat, he's one of the best 3-point shooters in the league, one of the best 3-point shooting bigs of all time. But defensively, you can't be a center 7 feet tall and not good on the defensive end. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't know how it's gonna work for both teams. I don't think any team really lost in this trade as of right now until we see how it works for both
Yeah, that's
teams.
what I'm saying.
In the preseason, Cat's been looking good in the preseason so far. He's been looking good, but
Yeah, he looking good. He looking good. But like I said, I don't think it's really a addition. I don't think nobody lost anything. Nobody gained anything. You know, I just think that like whatever they do, I mean, I both think the Knicks and the Timberwolves are like contenders, but
yeah, they're both
like
contenders. But if I had to pick
they both
a
good.
winner as of right now for this trade, I will lean more towards the Knicks, just because ES Cat is more. He's
I'll say the
inconsistent.
Knicks
They're
too.
both inconsistent when it comes to the playoffs, but in my opinion, I think Carly Towns is better than Julius Randle. So if I had to pick a winner, I would
I'll
pick
say the Knicks too. Yeah, I'll say the Knicks too because what's it called? Just because Julius is low key injury prone. I know Cat can average like a good around like 60 games per season, so that's my reason why I'm going to the Knicks too. But while Julius Randle, he averaged like maybe 40 to like 30 or some shit like that if he is healthy. But when he is healthy, he's different though. So
Yeah.
it all depends. You know, we gonna see. But I'm ready for NBA season to start. So.
I did want to see the Villanova boys play on the Knicks. I did want to see that. I was looking forward to that, but
That's
we
crazy,
didn't even
bro.
get to see that. And Dante DiVincenzo, he apparently took some. He took it harder than Julius Randle did, because it looked like he really now, even though, because they did trade for Mikal Bridges. The Knicks did trade for him, so it wasn't looking like he wasn't gonna get a lot of playing time, because the Knicks roster is so deep with guards and wings. So it wasn't looking like it was gonna get a lot of play time, but I was looking forward to see that the Villanova boys on the Knicks.
Cool, man. Dang, but at least we still got 3 of them boys. So
Yeah.
you know, like I said, Mikal Bridges would definitely be a big help. See now, if do the trade, if you would have asked me back
But
then,
the Mikal Bridges trade though, you know what they gave up? They gave up 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges.
Oh yeah,
now
that
realistically, do you give up 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges? 9 times out of 10, no. But see, the Knicks, I think they're going all in with this roster, especially with that Carly Towns trade. They're going all in.
Like right now it's like championship or bust if they're gonna give away those many first round picks. That means they're not looking forward to the draft. And
they're not looking forward for the future. They're looking to contend right now as we speak.
Yeah.
But realistically, you don't give up 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. If we're being honest, he's a good wing player.
At least not.
He's a good wing player. He's good defensively. He can shoot threes. He can create for himself. He's good. But realistically, you don't give up 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. If we're being honest, but now if is it championship or bust for the Knicks, I wouldn't say that, because a lot of their players, they have long-term deals. So it's gonna take some time. They're gonna give them time to work it out and try and win. But going into this season, I wouldn't say it's championship or bust. I feel like this is like okay, they had some injuries last season. We're going into the season healthy, and hopefully we can go in healthy for playoff time, and we're just gonna see what happens. But this season, I don't think it's championship or bust for the Knicks.
You really though? You think you don't think so though?
Nah, because they just traded for Carly Towns this season. They just traded for him. Nah, and it is his first season. It's gonna be his first season.
My take is that like I just think that ever since Jalen Brunson came to the Knicks, they went to the second round. Ever since Jalen Brunson went to the Knicks, I just think that's like it's low key time, and they were so close to making the conference championship this year. So I just think it's like
if they didn't get injured, they beat the Pacers. If we're being honest,
I say at least like conference finals. At least like conference finals. Please make the conference finals to let me see a vision. But I think if they can't make it past the second round, it's
because if they didn't have all those injuries this past season, if they didn't have all those injuries, they would have made it to the conference finals. Would they be in Boston? Probably not. But they would have made it to the. They
I
would have
think they'll give a
definitely.
better run. I'll say they give a better run with the Pacers. I say they win at least 2 games. Like,
Who, the Knicks?
Yeah, I say the Knicks win at
If
least
they
two
if they made
games.
it if they made it to oh yeah, they would have won a
Yes,
game or two, but would they
yes,
have won the series?
yeah.
That's what I'm asking. Do you
Now the
think they would have won
series,
the series?
the series,
Yeah,
not the
but they
series.
definitely
I
they
said they'll
definitely
put a
would have
better
won
run in the Pacers.
a game or two.
They would definitely put a better run in the Pacers, though. I'll say that, but not
Yeah.
winning a series. Hell no, I don't believe that.
Now, how do you feel about Milwaukee going into this season? How do you feel about Milwaukee?
Uh, Same thing how I felt last year. Scared of injuries, you know. I mean, like they were good all last season. All like in the regular season they was good, you know. But when the playoffs came, you know, them injuries hurted them, bro. I really think the Bucks could have made the conference finals if they was healthy. And to be real, a hot take, I think they would have beat Boston if they was all healthy. Like if everybody was healthy, like I mean, like everyone was healthy. I got the Bucks winning against Boston, and the reason why I say that is this: you got Giannis and you got Damian Lillard. Now people's like we had Damian Lillard and Giannis all season, and they were average. I know that, but we all know Giannis is different in the playoffs. And I know that, and Dame never got his chance to shine in the playoffs ever since like he went to the conference finals with the Western and with the Trailblazers. Well, not the conference finals, but the playoffs with the Trailblazers. You know, and he actually does good in the playoffs. People just don't be looking at that, but Dame actually does good in the playoffs. The only reason he don't win because he never had no help. Now Dame has help now, but literally injuries killed that Bucks team last year, and they still took the Pacers to 6 games, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, yeah, they took them to 6 games. So you know what I mean. So like, I just think like the Bucks are really like championship contenders, in my opinion. You know, I know people have their different opinions and all that, but you know, I say they still a championship contender because the injuries is the main thing that hold them back. And I think a healthy Giannis and a healthy Dame is going to dominate. That's just my thing. So I think I got the Bucks going back but I
And then
don't
too, it
see.
feels like the front office isn't like so content to keep winning. And the reason why I say that is because they're it just seems like they're not really trying to push to win the title again because they already won it back in 2021. You know what I'm saying? So they feel like there's no need for them to try and really. I'm not gonna say make any major moves because they did trade for Dame, but it just seems like they're not like they're not on their toes about winning again. You know what I mean? Because even Giannis said if he feels like the team isn't trying to do much to win and get back to the finals, he will leave. He'll explore other options if another opportunity presents itself. So I just think
Yeah,
for the front office,
bingo.
if they don't at least make it to if they definitely lose in the first round again, I'm not saying Giannis is gonna leave, but it'll probably be on his mind like, hey, maybe I need to go somewhere else because the team
But you gotta
is.
think about it though. You gotta think about it. When oh shit, never mind. My take ain't gonna work. I was about to say with a healthy Giannis, they can do good, but shoot, they lost the Heat the first round. So shoot, never
But
mind.
Giannis did
I'm
get injured in
wrong.
that series too. He did get injured in that series
Came back like game two
against the
though.
Heat. He was injured
Yeah,
like
he came.
game two. Yeah, he got injured in game two.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Like I
yeah.
said,
And that too, I feel
injuries
like
was a big
do you
thing.
think Giannis is starting to be like injury prone? Because it seems like every time when it comes these past couple seasons, when the playoff times come around, he just
Well,
get
it
injured.
really only been this. It only been last season, the year before, you know. So it only been those 2 seasons. But if, like I said, this year I have to really see, you know. But if I think the Bucks can really go far if no injuries hurt them.
Are
I'm
they
really
better than
serious. Like,
Are they better than Philly?
uh, be real, non-biasness, bro. It's all about Paul George, bro. We paying all
You
that
see how he
nigga
got
money,
injured?
and
He
this
just got
nigga
injured yesterday.
hurt, bro.
He hyperextended his knee
Bro,
yesterday.
y'all, I can't have shit,
And
bro.
then
I can't have shit, bro.
Joel Embiid, he said
Yeah,
they
he not
said
playing back to
he
back
hasn't played back to
games,
back games.
Bro, I swear to God, I can't have nothing,
And my
dog.
thing is, if he can't play back-to-back games in regular season, what is he gonna do in the playoffs? You know what I'm saying? Because you can't
But
even
then
play
again, you
back-to-back
gotta
games in
wait.
the
You
regular
gotta hold
season.
on. Wait, but you gotta think about it. Healthy Joel Embiid. Mm,
Yeah,
never
I understand the
mind,
healthy
bro.
Joel Embiid. I understand, but it's the playoffs. It's the playoffs, man. It's the playoffs.
Yeah,
They need their best player.
Embiid is their best
Yeah,
player,
they're gonna need their
and
best. They're gonna need their best
well,
player.
we don't. But my thing is this: we have a good roster now, though. We got Reggie Jackson, and we got Caleb Martin, and we got who's that other guy that we got? I don't know, but we got a good bench too. So, and we still got like an all-star Tyrese Maxey. You got to understand that. Now, is Paul George and Joel Embiid is going to be a big factor if we even make the playoffs? Yes, yes, they would. Now, do we need both of them in the regular season? I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't even care what seed we get. As long as we make the playoffs and if we're healthy in the playoffs, that's all I want. You know what I mean? See, we used to always go hard in the regular season. Like I think like 2022 was like the second seed, then we was like the third seed, fourth seed. I don't care about the seeds no more. But as long as we can be healthy in the playoffs,
As long as
it's
you're in the
all I
play, as long as
want,
you don't
bro.
have to be in like the play-in. As long as you get like a
No
top six
shit,
seed.
no, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no
As
playing,
long as you got
because
not in the
that's
play-in.
literally what happened last year, and we almost got destroyed by the Heat. So yeah, let's not. Yeah, I hope we at least 1 through 6, 1 through 6,
Yeah.
1 through 6. Yeah, but yeah, I think I really can't say that we're gonna do good or not. You know, as long as we have at least one of them in the regular season, you know. But I'm really mad that we got this whole squad and our best players that didn't want to get hurt, you know. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see though. But I am ready for this season though. Okay.
Yeah. Now I wanted to talk about the West first. I want to talk about a specific team. I wanted to talk about the Nuggets. I feel like the Nuggets are really underrated going into this season. I know they did just lose KCP. They lost him to the Magic, but I feel like this roster that they have, I feel like they're really underrated. I feel like they can get back to the finals actually, because you got Jokic,
Oh,
you
they've
got
been coming from
you
that
got
final.
Jokic,
Yeah,
arguably the best player in the league. You got Jamal Murray. Yes, he hasn't looked good, especially during the Olympics and so far this preseason he hasn't looked good. He's coming off an injury. But you still got, if Jamal Murray is playing like how he plays against the Lakers, Denver is like one of the most best teams in the West. I don't think anyone can beat Denver in the West. And they're on my thing for Denver is gonna be their bench. Are they gonna get enough production from their bench to succeed and go far in the playoffs? Cause yeah, they got one of my favorite players, Russell Westbrook. They picked him up this offseason, and so far he's been playing really good in the preseason. And honestly, I just want Russell to get a ring. Man. I'm gonna just say it. I just want him to get a ring. I want Russell to get a ring, man. And I think
I want to get him. He
honestly,
deserves
man,
it. He
I think
deserves
he
it.
can. I think he can get a ring with this team. I just really think as long as they're healthy, everyone's playing good.
This could be the year.
I
I think
think
this could be the year.
they can
What's
make it
up?
back to the finals again and get a ring. I really think they can.
I really think, yeah. Ever since they won the championship, bro, I think they was contending. Even last year when they lost to Timberwolves, I thought that was just a bad game for them. It was just, the Timberwolves just got them on a bad game. That comeback
And their
down the
they
Timberwolves
did
have
have a
that was
great
just,
defense though. I will say that they had a great
yeah,
defense.
their
They had a great
defense was
defense.
lacking, and they had a bad game. It was a bad game for them. You know, letting them Minnesota come back on y'all, a
Yeah.
disgrace.
But
But
how do you
I
feel
still
about
think,
how do you feel about Phoenix though? How you feel about Phoenix?
shit, nah, man, I don't nothing, bro.
Really?
Ain't
Cause
nothing,
I
bro.
feel like that's
Nothing's gonna
another
change.
underrated team too. Because
No,
they
I don't
finally
think so.
because they fixed their point guard part. They did pick up Tyus Jones. And he's one of the most underrated. He was one of the most underrated guards in the league. He could
Yeah, but you
facilitate. He
gotta
could
think
create for
about it,
himself.
bro. They
That's
had,
really what Phoenix was missing though. They were just missing a point guard. If we're being honest.
I mean, yeah, I understand that, bro. But like that big three, especially Bradley Beal, still on that team, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Bradley Beal still.
I mean,
I know
they
people
can't do shit.
they've been pretty
If they
harsh
can't do
on
now,
Bradley Beal.
bro,
I understand that.
bro, if you can't do nothing with Bradley Beal, bro, what makes you think Tyus Jones gonna be a difference, bro?
But
Come on,
see,
now.
he can
Come on,
facilitate. He can facilitate the ball for the team, play
come
make.
on,
He's
bro.
basically like a Rajon Rondo kind of. I'm not saying he's better than Rajon Rondo, but their play styles are like sort of similar. Obviously, Rondo's a better defender, but playmaker wise and facilitating wise, they're similar. Cause that's what Phoenix was missing last season. Cause they had Devin Booker at point guard and Bradley Beal at shooting guard. And see, it's not like Devin Booker can't play make, but he play makes for himself. You know what I'm saying? He can't play make for the other team. Or for the team, I mean. He can't play make for the team. And that's what Phoenix was missing. They're missing that playmaker that could play make for the team. You know what I'm saying? So now that they fixed that, they picked up Tyus Jones and they got a backup point guard with Monte Morris. They got two guards who are good, who can make shots and facilitate. Now, if you're Phoenix, I feel like now they need a big. Now they did pick up Mason Plumlee. They did pick him up, but I feel like they need someone better than that. Cause I just don't trust Nurkic, bro. I'm sorry, I don't trust him. I just don't think he's that good, if I'm being honest. But I feel like if they get a center like a Miles Turner or a Mitchell Robinson, even though he's kind of injured, he's injury prone. But they get a center like that who can stretch the floor and play defense. I feel like Phoenix can. So they can do something in the playoffs. They can make a run to the conference finals, maybe.
Uh, yeah, my take on the Suns, bro. I just think that maybe I mean I see them going back to the playoffs, of course, but you know, Suns never been ever since they broke up Mikal Bridges um and other bro, I forgot his name. But ever since they broke up that 2021 team, giving out Chris Paul and all that, you know, I don't know. I never saw it the same. You guys think about Devin Booker is the only person from that 2021 championship, well not shit championship
The
that
finals
NBA
team.
Finals
Yeah.
team. Yeah, so you know it a lot of stuff changed. You don't even got the coach no more, bro. You don't even got Montel Williams, and I really think Montel Williams was a really
Monty
great
Williams,
coach.
yeah.
You know,
I thought he was a good
yeah,
coach too.
he's a good
But
coach. I
when he
mean, he just in a
didn't,
bad
and I felt
situation.
bad for him when he signed with the Pistons. Cause let's be real, he just signed for the money. Let's be real, he just signed
You
for the
got
money.
to, you
And
got to,
that team
got to.
was
You
just
can't.
that like, nah, nobody was saving that team. Not even Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson could have saved that team. I'm sorry,
No, no,
he
bro.
couldn't even save that team. So I feel bad for Monty Williams because I don't think it was entirely his fault. That team was just bad.
So,
It was bad from top to bottom.
it was bad, bro. I mean, it was just terrible, bro. So I think Monte Williams was a great coach, but now they got the Bucks, the old Bucks,
They got what's the
head
name? They
coach.
got JB bigger staff. Yeah, that's the coach now. He
Yeah,
coached
so you
he was
know,
on the coach for the
I mean,
Cavs.
yeah, true. Like I said, I'm looking forward to the Suns to be. I want the Suns to be good because I want Kevin Durant to get a ring without having that Stephen Curry argument with him. But then again, you know, it's too much. It's just way too inconsistent to me. Not Kevin Durant, but just the team itself. You know, it's the problem last year is that they had no damn bench. Now the my problem is that with this bench they have now take them far. You know what I mean? Will it help? Will it let Devin Booker and Kevin Durant rest? You know, that's my only thing now. So we gonna see though. But I'm ready for to see how the Suns. I'm ready for
So
their whole NBA season.
what do you
Yeah,
going into where do you think Victor Wembanyama? Do you think he'll be a top 10 player by the end of this season?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Because you got Chris Paul, passing, assisting him, bro. And you know, now do I say? And then, you know, actually, what I will say, I think the Spurs can like make a at least a ninth seed in the playoffs, and be in the the play in, and low key get a playoff spot. If I low key think
I
they can
think
get a
so
playoff
too,
spot. If
cause
they,
every team
I
Chris
think
Paul
so
has went
too.
to, they made it to the playoffs. Every team,
Even OKC,
every
bro, and OKC was trash when Russell Westbrook left, and Chris Paul changed that team around. Even if it was for 1 year,
every team that Chris Paul has been on, they have all had uh um They've had a positive record. Every team he's been on, every team he's joined, they've all had a positive record.
That's what
So
I'm saying.
I do think Chris Paul he'll definitely make a difference on this Spurs team. I just feel bad for Wemby because once Chris Paul leaves, I mean he'll basically have to create for himself again. Cause now because Wemby
That's if
he's
Chris
about to
Paul.
have the time of his life playing with Chris Paul. He's about to have all the
That's
love.
if Chris Paul. That is if Chris Paul plays bad. They can offer him another contract. But if Chris Paul plays like like trash, they're gonna let him go. But if he is above average, and if they make, I say if they get a playoff spot, they're definitely renewing
That
Chris
they
Paul
gave him a
contract.
1 year deal. So if he plays
I mean,
good,
my bad. I mean, give him another contract. My bad. Give him another
yeah,
contract. If they get a playoff spot, but if it's the same thing, like maybe they win like 40 games, 30 games this season, but they make the playoffs. Even if they make the play-in, but if they get eliminated in the play-in, Chris Paul's gone. But if they make the playoffs, then if they just get a playoff appearance, then they know that they're doing something good, and they know that they gotta keep on him. They gotta at least not keep him for long term because I know he's like 39 or something like that. But
mm,
for as many years that you think Chris Paul can do, I'll give it to him. We can see what we can do with Wemby and Chris Paul for at least like 2 more years and see what it gets us. And by that time, we can get us another point guard, maybe in a draft, or we trade up some picks, and then we could just see what we get from there. But for right now, I think Chris Paul is shoot. I'm not even gonna say championship or bust. I think it's over for Chris Paul winning a championship.
yeah.
I do not see him winning a championship with the Spurs. There's no way, and I don't think so. But I mean, it'll be good for his resume about like assists and all that stuff, though. But I think it's over for Chris Paul winning the championship. He had a good run, but I think his best chance to win the championship was with the Houston Rockets in 2018. But you can't change
Or 2021 when
injuries
he
and all
actually
that.
made it to the finals. But they just
And yeah,
choked.
or oh shoot, dang, I forgot about
They had
2021
a
too.
2-0 lead. They were up 2-0, and then they lost 4 straight games, man. Like that was
Yeah, dang,
just
I forgot about the finals. Holy crap! Yeah, and they had a 2-0 lead. So actually, never mind. I changed my whole narrative. That was the best time to win a championship, and they could have done. They all choked. They choked terribly. So, I wouldn't even say championship or bust. But if you want to just get some more stats on
2018
his
though. I
resume, then
honestly
I
feel
can
like
go
if
ahead.
Chris Paul, if he didn't get injured, man, I feel like they would have beat Golden State. If we're being honest, I really
They
think
would have beat Golden
they
State
would have
on
beat Golden
games. They
State.
wouldn't beat Golden State.
They had a
Yes, they
chance to beat
would.
them
Go,
without them
go.
though, but they missed like what 27 threes in a row, and you not
Yeah,
beating Golden State like
it
that.
was just a bad game for the Houston Rockets, and they would have definitely beat the Cavs. So they would have won the whole
Yeah.
championship that year, bro. So yeah,
Wait, that was 28. Yeah, because that was that Cavs team that Braun had literally like no help.
that was
Yeah,
Superman, Braun, bro. That
yeah,
was Lee Thanos, Lee
yeah.
Thanos, man.
Oh yeah,
What
they
was going
definitely
on?
would have beat the Cavs if Chris Paul didn't get injured. If he was healthy, they definitely would have beat the
Hell yeah,
Cavs. Yeah,
game.
but yeah, I am excited for this NBA season. It's gonna be it's a lot going on since this NBA season. Really got Lonzo coming back, Ben Simmons, and yeah, it's a lot of players coming back, a lot of players on different teams, and
Yeah, but
I'm
I
really
love
excited
I love the
really.
NBA. Yeah, like I said, I love the NBA, but shoot, we gotta talk about the NFL, bro. Now
Yeah,
the NFL got something that's awesome to
now
talk about, bro.
the trade that
I
happened
got a
this
lot of I
morning,
got a lot
the
of stuff
trade
in
that
my
happened this
bro.
morning, the Devontae Adams, he's been traded to the New York Jets in exchange for a third round pick that could turn into a second round, and what was it, a seventh round pick? I think 7th round pick.
I can't
Yeah.
remember.
So how do you feel? How do you feel about this trade for the New York Jets? How you feel about it?
All right, that's what I want to talk about. All right, so Jets and Devontae Adams. So how do I think it's gonna go down? You know, we got fantasy owners. I feel bad for Garrett Wilson fantasy owners, but what I'm about to say, I think the Jets, um, I think nothing is low key ain't gonna change. Without that O line doing any damage. That O line is completely trash. And Aaron Rodgers still got to throw the ball. You know, it's not like they're getting a trade on the O line. So you know, but do I still think? I think their offense will be better though. Because think about it. If there was Devontae Adams at that game yesterday instead of Mike Williams, on me they would have won that game. I'm telling you right now. If it was Devontae Adams on that field and Mike Williams wasn't there, I'm telling you, Devontae Adams was somehow would have made that catch on me, bro. So I think that it's not going to help the O line, but I think Devontae Adams will help the offense in the long run. You basically got two wide receiver ones, bro. You can throw to your left and to your right, basically. And when you have Devontae Adams, you know he's the one of the best route runners in the league. You know, and he'll find a way to get open. You know, and when Aaron Rodgers is out of that pocket, he'll find at least one of them. You know, and I'm telling you, bro, if Devontae Adams was in that game yesterday, I'm telling you, it would have been a change, bro. It would have been a for sure change because they literally have Garrett Wilson. He's good. Don't get me wrong. But then you have Alan Lazard, and then you have Mike Williams, who is completely washed up. You know, you have all these receivers besides Garrett Wilson, and they not really a big impact. You know what I mean? I mean, like, yeah, they'll catch a ball or a few, but other than that, Garrett Wilson is carrying that offense, bro. So now you got two wide receiver ones. So my prediction record for the Jets for the long run, I think something around like maybe 10 wins, 7 losses or something like that. I think they could change I really think they could still make the playoffs. I don't think it's over. You know, it's a long way to over. You still got like a bunch of weeks left. You know, but I think they can go 10-7. That's me though. That's me though. But I think Devontae Adams was just going to help the offense. I think it's going to be a great piece to the offense. You know, and two wide receiver ones is going to definitely help. Yeah.
Now they're currently sitting at 2-4 right now, and like you said with the offensive line, because Roger he's been getting hit, and he's been getting hit a lot, and I just don't know if that O line is gonna hold up for the rest of the season. Now, will this help their offense out a lot? Yes, you got Devontae Adams. Obviously, he's one of the best receivers in the league, and they have a great defense on the other side of the ball. They have a great defense, but my thing is they just fired their coach Robert Saleh. They just fired him,
Dude, the Vikings
and
got Cam Akers. The Vikings got Cam Akers.
you're
That's
lying.
crazy. No, I swear to God, bro.
Yo, they just traded for Cam. What's going on, bro?
Vikings just got Cam Akers,
Bro,
bro.
what's going
Holy
on?
shit, bro. It's
Three
crazy, bro.
trades
That's
in
not
one
even that,
day. Three trades.
bro. Bro, we're gonna have to talk about the Vikings later, bro. Because them Vikings, bro, them niggas might be Super Bowl contenders, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. But you can go back to what you were
Man,
saying, though.
they traded him for a 6th round pick.
Disrespect, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but damn.
It's cause like you know Cam Akers he's injury prone. You know what I'm saying? I think he just came
Yeah.
off an injury season. What, last season, the year before that, season before that, with the Rams. Yeah, that's why they only traded him for a 6th round pick.
Thought
But
today was the deadline. Shoot,
so
I
we
thought
got
today was the
Adams.
deadline.
We got Adams to the Jets. We got we're gonna talk about the rest later. But yeah, but like I was saying, the Jets they had just fired their coach Robert Saleh. Usually when you fire your coach like mid season or a couple games into the season, usually your season doesn't work out. But I think for the Jets, because they're sitting at, like I said, they're sitting at 2-4 right now. Like I do think they could turn around their season. Do I see them winning at least 10 games? I don't know, cause they play us Sunday. They play the Steelers Sunday, and I want Devontae Adams to play. I do want him to play. I want to obviously I want to.
Nah, you thought you was gonna get him.
I want
You
to. I
thought you was
want to
gonna get
see.
him.
I
I
want to
literally
see what
told you you
Devontae
wasn't
Adams
gonna
is
get
gonna
him.
look like in that Jets offense, and I do want them to play. I want him to play us. I want to see how he's gonna look. Now, looking at their schedule, they're sitting at 2-4. So we're gonna go through and see what the record is looking like. So Sunday they play the Steelers. You think they're beating the Steelers?
I'm not biased. I mean, I want to say yes, but uh, The way the Steelers looking now,
We're 4-2,
they're
man.
good.
We should be 6-0 if I'm being honest. Because those 2 games we lost, bro, we only lost by 3 points. We should be 6-0 if I'm being honest.
We should be dang at 6-0, bro. We should have never lost to y'all, bro. Y'all didn't even score a damn touchdown on us, so I'm really mad at that. I think it was just because Kirk Cousins wasn't like mentally there yet with the Falcons. But then our second loss was with the Chiefs. It's the Chiefs,
Yeah.
So and we still pull up a good fight against them. So I'm not even mad. But I'm mad that we still got those 2 losses. But you know what? I'm not even mad, bro. We the best in the NFC South for the first time since Matt Ryan was with us. And we're like second place or third place in the NFC. So I'm grateful. So it's my first time actually being a Falcons fan since 2016 after the heartbreak happened. So so
Yeah, y'all did
it
lose
feels pretty
28-3.
good. Oh man,
Y'all was up
I
20.
swear I'm
Y'all
not
was up
gonna stop hearing.
28-3.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna stop hearing that, bro. Oh my god. But
But yeah, I
anyway,
want to
bro,
go. I
it's
want to go through the Jets roster real quick because they're sitting at 2-4 right now. I want to see. I want to let you let me know how many games they're gonna win the rest of the season. So Sunday they play the Steelers. Do you think they're gonna beat us?
that's a loss.
Loss. Okay. After that it's the Patriots.
That's a win.
A win. Okay. All right.
That's a
Next
win.
game is home versus the Texans.
That's an upset win.
Upset win. Oh, you think they're beating the Texans? Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Away versus the
Texans,
Cardinals.
Texans doing way too good right now. They're gonna have to lose again eventually. So yeah, I see them losing against. Yeah. What's the next game?
They're away versus the Cardinals.
That's a win.
All right. At home versus the Colts.
That's a win.
Okay. At home versus the Seahawks.
I said that's a loss.
Loss.
There's no way they're not winning that many games in a row, and I'm just being realistic. So that's a loss. They're losing to Seattle.
Okay.
They're gonna lose in some dumb. They're gonna lose in some dumb way, just like how they lost against the Broncos. So I can't be biased. Yeah.
All right. Away versus the Dolphins.
It depends. It depends if Tua's back. Tua's back, yes. Tua's not. Tua's back. It's a loss for them. If Tua's not back, then it's a win for them. So it depends. Because
So
Tua's supposed
if
to.
you had to pick, if you had to say right now.
If I say it right now, Tua might be coming back, so I'm gonna say it's a loss for them. They're not being
Okay.
Tua with Tyreek Hill.
Okay. So far you said they lose at the Steelers, so that's 2-5. Win at the Patriots, so that's 3-5. Um, win. You said a win versus Texans.
Yes,
So all right, so that's 4-5. You said a win versus Cardinals. It's 5-5. You said a win versus the Colts. So at 6-5. You said a loss to the Seahawks. So that's six
yeah,
and
yeah.
six. You said a loss. You said a loss to the Jets. I mean, not the Dolphins. You said a loss to the Dolphins.
I'll say yes if Tua's coming back, but for right now, I guess I'll say no. They ain't gonna win.
Okay, so that's 6-7. All right, and the next game is away versus the Jaguars.
Jaguars, that's a win. That's a
That's a
win.
win. Okay, 7-7.
That's
All
a
right,
bye week, bro.
away
That's what-
away versus the oh no at home versus the Rams. I'm sorry.
that's a win. Rams are trash without Cooper Cup or Puka Nakua. That's a win.
Okay. Um, away versus the Bills.
I'm gonna say win. Only reason why I'm saying win because never mind. No, I don't got a reason. That's a loss. That's a loss.
That's
They
a
got Murray
loss.
Cooper. Never
And
mind.
last game of the season. Home versus Jets.
Huh?
Last game at home. Last game at home versus Jets. I'm not just the Dolphins. I'm sorry.
Um, I'll say a win because the Dolphins somehow will not win against the Jets 2 times in a row. So, yeah, not with, yeah, I'll say that's a win.
Okay, so yeah, I think you were right on the spot. 10-7.
I believe it. I see it. I look, you see it. I'm not gonna lie.
Now,
I
me,
see
I
it.
think they'll finish one game short of that. I think they'll finish with 9 wins and 8 losses.
All right, now I want to do a game with you. I want to do this with you since we're doing this. All right, so I'm gonna give you NFL teams, right? And I want you to tell me. We're gonna do the same thing for college too, right after this, because I want to hear your opinion on this. So I'm finna tell you all the NFL teams right now, and I want you to say one of these words. Would you say pretender, contender? No, yeah, contender or pre-contend or pretender. So I'm gonna go through the 32 teams
Like
and put
as
it
of
up
right
so
now,
I can.
are they pretenders or contenders?
Yeah. All right. So you ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna go for the obvious first. Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, they're pretenders.
Besides pretenders, I'm actually gonna be like just like what's another word for them? Because like Arizona Cardinals, they're not even pretenders. They're just like not even in the conversation. So I'm just gonna be like, just not in the
Or just do
conversation.
teams that are like actual
Yeah, I'm gonna
contenders
do the yeah
or
because
somewhat
everybody.
or somewhat contenders.
All right, I got you. All right. Now this, all right, I got better. All right, Bills.
Bills, they're contenders. With the trade they just made, well, which we're gonna talk about. Well, they were there. I feel like they were contenders before that, but with the
All
trade that they
right.
just made today, they're definitely contenders.
All right, bet. Jets.
The Jets. Hey, if you got Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers on the same team, you're obviously a contending team. So I'm gonna say contenders.
49ers.
49ers contenders.
Okay. Seahawks.
The Seahawks. That O
That's a
line
good
is
one.
messing up that offense, man. I don't. That O line. Man, if Seattle had a better O line, they would be so much better than what they are now. But
Well,
I'ma still say contenders, but because I believe in Geno Smith, so I'm gonna say
I got
contenders.
I got a good one. I got a good one for you. The Bears.
The Bears. Ooh.
The Bears, bro. Four and
I
two.
mean,
Four and
they're
two.
4-2, and then in the NFC North, they got the Vikings, the Lions. Who was I think the Packers.
I look, that's the best
That's
division
the
right
best.
now.
That's the best division in the league. If we're being honest right
Division
now,
of
bro,
football.
that is the best
God.
division in the league. But
God.
I mean, hey, Caleb Williams, he's been getting better every season, and I say every season, every game, and I like what I'm seeing so far. So as of right now,
That man.
I'm gonna say they're
He's good.
contenders as of right now.
All right, I got another good one. Buccaneers.
The Bucks. They did just drop 50
They
on they did just drop 50 on the
it's about
Saints.
50.
They just dropped
It's about
50 on the
50
Saints. Oh, cause
They did
didn't they
4 and 2. 4 and 2. In the second place in the NFC South
they
behind
almost
us.
made it to the NFC Championship game, man. They almost made it,
At 9 and 8 too, so
but they just lost. Oh, I'm thinking of the Lions. I'm tripping. Um, I'm gonna say contenders. I'm gonna say contenders.
I say contenders too. All right, another good one. Commanders.
The Commanders, man.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say
All y'all
pretenders.
was saying Jaden Daniels also gonna be good, man. Y'all was saying that. Y'all was saying that.
Oh, not me, not me,
Y'all
not
was
me.
saying he was not
All
gonna be
Heisman
good.
players do good. Not me. I knew he was gonna be good. All Heisman players in college do good in the NFL. That's yep.
Not Johnny
Mm-hmm.
Manziel.
Yeah.
Not Johnny
Well,
Manziel.
his drunk ass, he was just drunk all the time. So
But the
I had an excuse for
Commanders,
him.
I'm gonna
But
say
that's so low. That's low key hard though.
it's
I ain't
hard
gonna lie.
because he's a rookie.
'Cause you gotta think about Jaden Daniels is low key just a rookie,
He's a
but you can
rookie,
still
man.
say they're but you can still say they're contenders because CJ Stroud did the same thing last year, bro, and he won a playoff game
Cause
too.
who did
He won a
they? I know they
playoff.
lost one game. Who was that? Was that to the Eagles?
Ooh,
The Commanders. They lost one game.
they lost to the Ravens and they lost to
They have two losses or just one.
yeah they 4-2. They lost to the Ravens and I don't know what the first loss
I think it
was.
was to the Eagles that first game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was the Eagles.
Yeah,
Eagles.
I don't know. Hey, this might be a hot take, but I'm gonna say they're contenders. Cause you gotta think
That's
about it.
not.
This is the best they've looked in a long time since like what RG3 maybe, maybe
Yeah,
even before
unless
that.
if you shoot no, I say RG3. I mean, the last time they made the playoffs, I mean, I would say it count because it was the COVID season, and they literally went to the playoffs at 8 and 9.
Yeah,
So
they're like 7 and 9, 8 and 9. One of them. Yeah,
yeah, so
and that division was trash. But yeah, I'm gonna say they're contenders as of right now. They're contenders.
true. I'll say that. All right. What about? Okay, this is another good one. The Bengals.
Hey man, hey, listen. It's not Joe Burrow's fault that their record is like this.
No, not at all. It's that defense.
He has been balling, bro. He's been balling. It's that defense, man. That defense is
Defense is
terrible.
selling them.
Especially
I
their
don't know what happened to that
secondary,
defense.
bro. Ever since they got rid of what's the name? Jesse Bates, bro. Their secondary has been awful. Like they've been
Terrible.
terrible. Did you see that
Bro, the
that last
Bengals.
game they lost? Not this past week, but last
Oh,
week
the
when they lost to the
Ravens. Yes, the
lost to the
Ravens,
Ravens,
bro.
man. That bro, they shouldn't have lost
No,
that game. They should have
they should
won.
have lost.
The holder for the field goal, he couldn't even catch the ball and playing it in the field for the kick. Like, bro,
It's
that
not
was
even
their
their
game
fault.
to win, bro.
Bro, I'm
The
gonna tell
Ravens
you the
literally
Bengals.
gave them that game. I don't think you realize they
Dude,
literally gave
I'm
him that
getting,
game, bro. They gave the Bengals that game, and they still messed it up.
bro, because I'm gonna tell you why your take is correct, bro. Think about it. Besides the Patriots game, bro, they and the Chiefs game, bro, they scored over 30 points each game. Against the
Bro,
Ravens, they scored
it's just the
41.
defense, bro.
Against the Panthers, they scored 34. Against the Commanders, they scored 33. I mean, well, the Bengals and the Giants. Besides that, but 3 games out of the 3 games out of the 3 they played, they scored over 30 points. And that's crazy in this league that we in now. You know what I mean? So I think your take is correct. They just gotta work on that defense. But are they contenders? But that's what we were saying. Are they contenders though?
No, they're not. Because if your defense is giving up over 30 points a game, you're not a contending team. I don't care how good your offense is.
Yeah, they lost to the Patriots and they lost to the freaking well, and they had a close game with the Giants. So yeah, no,
Yeah,
I don't like them.
I don't think
Nah,
they're as of right now. As of right now, they're not contending. Can they turn it around as the season goes on? Yes, but as of right now, they're not a contending. They're not a contending team as of right
all
now.
right. I'm gonna do 2 more just to make the video shorter. I mean, I'm not gonna say like obvious stuff like the Chiefs and all that. So all right, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say these two: the Chargers and the Eagles. Are they contenders or pretenders?
Now the Chargers, I like what Jim Harbaugh is doing with that team, especially defensively. I love what they're doing. And offensively, they're starting to get that run game in back more with Gus Edwards and that what's that rookie running back that they have?
Bro, I don't know what his name is, but he's good. I
Yeah, but
don't know
he's
who
good.
he is, bro.
That rookie running back they have, he's very good. But
Yeah, I don't know his name, but he's good.
Justin Herbert, that man literally has like nobody to throw to. If we being honest, he has nobody
And
to throw to.
they don't.
Now that's a
And
team
but
that
they
could have
don't.
used Devontae Adams, but he wasn't going to the Chargers. He wasn't going.
No, he ain't going to church.
That's a team that could have
But they're
used him.
3-2 right. They're
And
3-2 right now.
or Amari Cooper. We could have used Amari Cooper too. But
True.
I just don't think they're contenders yet. Not yet. As of right now, I don't think they're
And
contenders.
then last one, whatever. All right, last one, Eagles. How you feel about
The
them?
Eagles, man. Uh, I'm not gonna say that Super Bowl run was a fluke, but it's not looking too good for them. If we being honest, man. Like,
Well, they gave it away against Miles Sanders, and then their secondary ain't the same it was back in that Super
I
Bowl
mean, the only
team.
reason
So
Miles Sanders got that contract was because he played good on the Eagles. Because that O line he had,
yeah,
any running back could have had a 1,000 yard season with that O line. But I don't know, Jalen Hurts. He hasn't. Well, I mean, this past game he played pretty good. This past game he played pretty good. But as far as if we're talking about the whole season, he hasn't been the Jalen Hurts that we saw back in 2022. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to say they're contenders, but as of right now, it's like I don't know. I don't know, man.
yeah. But that's all I have.
I'm gonna say right now, I'm gonna say they're not contenders as of right now. They're not contenders. Cause what are they? They're like what 2-4, 2-5.
Cool.
The Eagles
No, they should be. I think they like two,
2-4,
maybe 2-3.
2-3,
Yeah,
two.
I don't think they lost. I don't think they lost. Yeah, they're 3-2. They ain't lost that many games. They lost 2 games. They just won against the Browns. They only lost against the Buccaneers, and they only lost against the Buccaneers and the freaking and us shoot and us. They lost against us, the Falcons. So they lost against all NFC South games.
Cause they got blown out by the
Besides,
Bucks, man. They got blown out by the Bucks. They lost to the Falcons. They almost lost to the Saints too. They almost lost to them.
they should have won
So
that game. I want the Saints to win.
I don't know. I just don't know about the Eagles, man. I don't know. But yeah,
They so
I don't.
supposed to change. That's crazy because they were supposedly change because they got Saquon Barkley, but
That's the only
ain't
reason
looking
why
too
they have a
good.
winning record. If I'm being honest, because of Saquon. If we being honest,
That is true.
because
Yeah.
I think didn't I think AJ Brown came back this past week. I think he came back this. Yeah, he did. He did come back this week.
Yeah,
So they
he
were missing.
definitely changed that.
They were missing their two best. Well, two of their best receivers with AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. They were missing both of them. So I'll give him a break
Yeah, I
for now.
know.
But I want them to go back to that Eagles team that I saw in 2022.
I don't think we seen that again, bro.
Yeah.
They had that same besides Saquon Barkley last year, bro. It was that same team besides Saquon Barkley and Miles Sanders, bro. It was the same team, bro. You even had Jason Kelsey, bro, and they got upset by the Buccaneers, bro. And they lost like 6 games in a row that season. So that Eagles Super Bowl window was definitely closed. I don't see them not going to the Super Bowl no more. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
maybe
we gotta
no.
talk about I want to talk about that Mark Cooper trade to the Bills. How you feel about that trade, Mark Cooper to the Bills?
Well, I thought the Bills wasn't contenders before them. My reason saying that because they're you don't have a consistent wide receiver one. That's my only reason. He never had a wide receiver consistent wide receiver one. You know, it was maybe Shakir or it was probably Keon Coleman, but we never knew what the wide receiver one is. But now you got Amari Cooper. Now they're Super Bowl contenders. And the Bills always Super Bowl contenders for like the past like 4 years, which Diggs left last year, now they're back, So yeah, I think they're gonna be contenders. And I see them winning a good amount of games. I see them maybe like winning 11 games or some shit like that. I think I think this might be the season, not for a Super Bowl, but like maybe making the AFC Championship again. As long as they don't go in against the Chiefs. Whenever they go against the Chiefs in which round, then they losing to the Chiefs. I mean,
It's
I don't
always a
think the
good game
Bills,
though.
Josh
When
Allen.
they go up against the Chiefs, it's always a good game. It's very entertaining. But they
It
just
is a
can't.
good game, but they
They
always
can't get
find a way
over.
to
They can't
win.
get
They
over
always
that
find a way
hump.
to lose.
They just can't get over the hump with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
But I think That trade really just came out of nowhere. For being honest, that trade right there for the Browns trading Amari Cooper, I think that's the Browns just throwing in the white flag, bro. They throwing the towel in. They know
They
it.
got you, bro.
They know it's over, man. Deshaun Watson. I mean, I know he's had a lot going on off of the field, but on the field, bro, it just looks like he has no confidence. That game where he basically just didn't want to go for a fourth and goal. He just what was it, fourth down? Or was it? Yeah, it was fourth
Fourth
down.
down.
Yeah, he just gave up on the team, man. He didn't even want to go for it. He gave up on the team pretty much, man. When your quarterback
Deshaun
is giving up
Watson.
on the
I
team,
never
man,
liked Deshaun
you
Watson.
gotta. I would have benched his ass, bro. Like you can't you can't just do that, man.
Don't get on my team no more acting like that shit. But Deshaun Watson, I never really cared for Deshaun Watson, bro. Ever since that
But he was
scandal,
good,
bro.
bro. He was
But I did
good
like
on.
what
I'm just talking about
he used
football
to. He
wise.
was
He was
good.
so good on the Texans, man. Him and DeAndre Hopkins, man, they were so good. And now it's just like he lost all his confidence, man. When you lose your confidence, you're not going to be a good football player if you don't got no confidence, man. We're just being honest. You're not going to be a good
Yeah,
football
bro.
team, man. So
Oh,
I
fuck.
think
That
that
nigga.
trade for the Browns on the Browns side, that was just them really throwing in the towel. It's like, hey, we're not going anywhere with this team, so we might as well just try and trade our best player for something valuable. You know what I'm saying? So, but for the Bills, I think this is a great trade for the Bills, man. So you got a young wide receiver in Kenyon Coleman. Now you got a experienced receiver, arguably a top 5 receiver in Amari Cooper. So now you can contend. You can make a little push for the title now. Now that you got some help, you lost Stephon Diggs in free agency, and now you trade for arguably a
Uh,
top 5 receiver in the league, Amari Cooper. So I really like this trade for the Bills.
yeah, I think they're gonna do good.
Yeah.
I do think they're gonna do
And
good.
now
Yeah.
a trade that recently just happened. The Cam Akers trade. They traded Cam Akers to the Vikings. This man just went from one good team to another, which is crazy.
Yeah, I just saw a comment about that, bro. I just saw a comment about that on Instagram, bro. They said the bro went to a good team to another good team, bro. Can't stop winning.
But I
I think,
mean,
hey, off
this trade
topic,
is kind of
off,
confusing. It's kind of a random trade, really, for being honest.
bro, off topic, bro. I think I want to talk about the Vikings, bro. That's the last thing I wanted to say. Are there contenders or pretenders?
I
That's
mean,
the definition of a pretender.
they 5-0, man. Like they 5-0.
No, but you gotta understand. But I know
I
that.
understand they're five.
You gotta
I understand,
understand.
like you being undefeated doesn't mean
You
you're a
gotta
contending
wait.
team.
You gotta wait.
But
When I mean contenders, you gotta be like, are there a threat in the playoffs? That's what I mean. Are there a threat in the playoffs? Be completely honest.
I
I'm gonna
mean,
be real.
Sam Darnold,
Don't
bro,
think so.
he's been balling, bro. He has been
He
balling,
was. Kirk
and he
Cousins
wasn't
was
even he
too.
wasn't even supposed to be the starting QB. That's the thing. He came into the season going in. He came into the season as a backup. Then their rookie rookie QB they just drafted JJ McCarthy. He goes down with a season-ending injury. Now they're asking this man to start bait for the whole season, and I mean he's been producing, man. He, like, you know what I'm saying? He's been doing more than what the Vikings expect. I don't think the Vikings expected this. Let's be honest.
Where
Even
are the
if they did have a
contenders though?
winning season or a winning record as of right now, they didn't expect this. They they beat the Giants. Well, anybody can beat the Giants, to be real. But then they beat the 49ers. They beat them. They beat the Texans. They blew out the Texans, bro. They blew them out.
That's
Then
crazy.
they beat the Packers. They basically that was a blowout game until like towards the end of the game where the Vikings tried to make a comeback. And then they just beat last week. They just beat the Jets.
Yes.
Yeah. And
So
then
are
they had
they?
a bye week this
Right.
week.
So
But if I had to say they're a contending
they,
team, I mean, if they keep playing like this, yes, bro. Being honest. You got Justin
they are
Jefferson, you
threat.
got Jordan Addison, you got
So they.
TJ
It's,
Hawkinson.
all right. So all right. No, my bad. But so they a threat to the Lions
Are they a threat?
and
Say, hey, you
and
just said that. They play them next week, so we gonna see. or this week
We'll
coming up,
see.
we
Yeah.
gonna see.
We'll see.
We gonna
We'll
see.
see.
We gonna see.
We gonna see then.
That's gonna be a great game. We got the Vikings and the
Yeah.
Lions, so we gonna see. Now the one thing that
And
about
they
the
can.
Lions, they did just lose T.J. Hawkinson, man. They did
Yeah,
lose
that
that.
is
That's
that.
what that was the only thing I hated about that Cowboys game.
Prayers
They
up,
lost.
man.
They lost.
Prayers
They
up.
lost. They lost. Was it? What's his name? I always forget his name.
Ooh.
What's his name? I always forget.
Ooh.
The player that just got injured. I always forget his name. AJ Hawkinson.
Isn't that what you just said? T.J. Hawkinson? That's not his name?
TJ Hawkinson.
AJ?
Aiden Hutchinson.
Aiden. Oh,
I was
Aiden.
thinking about
Aiden.
TJ
Oh,
Hawkinson.
God, bro. We both wrong.
Yeah, I was thinking about
Bro, we both wrong.
TJ Hawkinson on the Vikings.
I think you had the Vikings guy.
Yeah, they just lost. They lost Aiden Hutchinson for the rest of the season. So that's a huge loss for the Lions. Actually, that's a huge loss. That's a huge loss. So
Yeah.
That Lions defense might. I'm not gonna say they're cooked because you got Dan Campbell, man. He's gonna try anything. But speaking of that, I think. Do you think the Jets should trade Hassan Reddick? I think the Lions should try to trade for him because you just lost Aiden Hutchinson for the rest of the season. So why not?
Yeah. But yeah, they a bit that Lions defense does rely on him. So yeah, I say so.
I think they should try. They should try and make a trade for him because he obviously doesn't. He obviously doesn't want to play
right,
with the
right
Jets.
Right now, it's looking like everybody's
right now, I
trying
feel
to
like they should try and trade for Hassan Reddick. Trade a pick or two for Hassan Reddick. I think they should try and trade for him.
Probably
I want to talk about one team. One team I want to talk about. The Cowboys, man. The Cowboys, they're.
That's so sad, bro. Cause you want to know something, bro. Like
they're not a good team, bro. They're not good,
bro. Cause before the what's it called, the Packers game, bro, they was like undefeated at home, bro, last season, bro. And now they're like defeated at home, bro. They can't win a game at home, bro. And I think the Cowboys are just terrible, bro. I mean, they're not that. Even the wins they got, bro, it's not how the last year Cowboys or the last 2 years Cowboys, bro. Cowboys used to be a regular season team, bro. Right now it's like an average, like trash. I think they might have a losing season this season, and I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I think
we're just going to come to a realization that they're not good, bro. They are not a good team,
bro. And
Michael Parsons, and I don't even think it's the coach. It's not McCarthy, bro. I think it comes from the top. It's Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is the owner. Cause my thing is he wants to be the owner, the president, and the GM. I feel like he should relinquish that job as the GM because he's just not a good GM. And bro, he hasn't won anything since Jimmy Johnson was a coach of the team. And I know the reason why he fired Jimmy Johnson, bro. It was because he was getting all the credit for winning those Super Bowls. He got all the credit because as a coach, you're gonna get all the credit. The credit and the praise goes to the coach and the players, not the owner, not the president, none of that. It's just the coach and the players. And Jerry Jones, he didn't like that because he's like, hey, I hired the coach. I sign all the players. I should get all the credit, but that's just not how it works. And his ego got in the way of that, and that's why he fired Jimmy Johnson. And he hasn't won or been to a Super Bowl ever since because of his ego. His ego won't let it go. Like you're not gonna get the credit as owner.
My thing is this. I know it comes from up top, with Jerry Jones but I think they overpaid Dak way too much. I think they overpaid that nigga because the thing is this, bro.
Dak's not a bad quarterback though. He's just I don't think he could lead them.
No, you gotta think Dak's not bad. But y'all gotta think, bro. You had Dak for over 6 years now, if I'm not mistaken, 6 or 7. It's past like 5 years. I know that for sure. You know what I mean? So you have Dak. You got CD. You got a top receiver like CD Lamb, bro. You ask yourself, what's the problem then? The problem is that Dak, he's good, but I just think he will be better on another team. I just don't think the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys is not the best place for him. I'm telling you, bro. Dak Prescott is really a great quarterback. Like you just said, he's a great quarterback. I just think he's in the worst situation possible, bro. And then like when I mean by worst situation, I mean worse, bro. Because every bad thing he does, it's gonna be on him because he has a star on his helmet. You know what I mean? When you have that star on your on that helmet, bro, every single mistake you do is gonna be on your case until the next Sunday. You know what I mean? So let's say Dak had a bad game last week. That's gonna be talked about all week until next Sunday until he redeems himself. And people be overlooking, and after they see that game, they be saying that's a bad quarterback. But I think if he was just on a better team, a better team and a better environment than the freaking Cowboys, I think he will be much more better. And now will I say he's worth all that money? I want to say he's worth all that money in Dallas. No, because he's getting up there, he's old, and it's time for something different. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback though, but I'm not saying I'm paying all that much money for Dak when I know that he hasn't done nothing for us for the past 7 years. When it's a new generation now, and we got a bunch of more. Like this draft was like one of the best drafts for quarterbacks. Mostly every single rookie quarterback is balling out right now, bro. And I'm not even lying. Think about it. Every single first round rookie quarterback that's starting is doing good. I mean, you could say even Drake May, he lost his first game, but he played completely average as starting his first game. He played completely average. You know what I mean? And plus, you're on the Patriots, so this was the best season to get a good quarterback. But they was like, no, we gonna keep. We still have Trey Lance. We still got Cooper Rush. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna pay all this money, which was the worst mistake they did. Now they're gonna deal with the same thing they did all the time. They're gonna probably not. This season might be different because they might probably not make the playoffs. But even if they was good in the regular season, they'll probably do good in the regular season, then go to the playoffs, then lose the first playoff game, or maybe they do good, but they'll lose the second playoff game. But the Cowboys is not a good organization. They'll never be good as long as Jerry Jones is that president or worse. So yeah, that
I'm not
Prescott
gonna
needs to
say
get
I
out of there.
disagree with that, but Dak Prescott, he's had chances to win, especially last season. Last season, I think that was his best chance of making somewhat of a run, because they should have beat the Packers. Let's be honest, they should have beat the Packers, man. And that was Jordan Love's first season as a starting quarterback. He didn't even start the whole season. He didn't start till like what, a couple games into the season, like around week
He didn't
5
start.
weeks. He didn't
No, he
start
did. Well, I thought Jordan Love, he did start the whole season, right?
last season. No, he didn't start the whole season last season.
Who was the starter?
I forgot who it was, but I know Jordan Love was the starter. Cause that
You sure? Because I thought because Aaron Rodgers was on the Jets last year. Am I wrong?
Yeah, but Jordan Love he didn't start the whole season last season.
Damn, who's the starter though? Damn, I actually want to know. Actually, I'm tripping. Hold on. No, I'm curious. Who was the starter last year?
But yeah, he didn't start the whole season, and Dak lost. They got blown out. It was what, 21-0 in the first quarter. It was 21-0. But Dak, he's had chances to win. He has had chances to win. We can't sit up here and say he hasn't had a chance to win, because he just didn't come through. That's all it is. He just hasn't come through for the Cowboys. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback, but I just don't think he can lead that team to a Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying. He's great in the regular season, but when it's playoff time, when it matters, he just doesn't show up. If we're being honest.
Yeah, he did start the whole season.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just
Yeah, oh yeah, he did. Oh yeah, so he did start the whole season then last year.
who
I think he
Jordan
got
Love.
mistaken from this year. Yeah, I think he got mistaken from this year.
I was
Because he
probably
played.
talking about the season before that. Yeah. I was talking about the season before that. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Cause he started. I think he played like the last 6 games of the regular season, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I was talking about. My bad. Cause Aaron Rodgers, I think he had got traded. Did he get traded or no? No, he didn't get traded. I think he got injured or something.
The season before last,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah. That's all I
the
was talking about.
2022-2023
That's what I
season.
was talking about. Yeah, yeah. That's what I was talking about. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say the Cowboys. And then, bro, he could have got Derrick Henry. He could have had Derrick Henry, but he was being too stingy, being too cheap, and then want to give him what, like $6 million. I understand that's a lot of money, like, and well, not really. Well, as of today,
Well,
it's not
yes, it
really. That's
is.
not
Shit.
really. It kind of is a lot of money, but still, for Derrick Henry,
Not for Derrick Henry though.
yeah, but not for Derrick, and he's still playing the way he's playing. You see how he's playing on the Ravens? It's not like he's washed. You know what I'm
No, he
saying?
ain't
So
washed.
like, and that Derrick Henry's like one of like the rare QBs to still be playing at an elite level in his 30s. Cause I think he's 30 years old, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. He is 30 years old. Now, running backs usually fall off around the age of like what, 26, 25, 26, 27. They fall off around that age,
Mhm.
and he's still playing the way he's playing at age 30. And you telling me you couldn't give him $6 million for Derrick Henry? Come on, man.
Mhm.
Those are winning moves. Or that's a winning move. Yes, it probably hurt. It might hurt down the line. Maybe it might hurt down the line. But hey, if you want to win, those are the type of moves you have to make as an owner.
Hell yeah. True.
And he didn't want to make that move, and he didn't want to give him that money. So it's like, does he really want to win for real?
Shit,
You know what I'm saying?
we'll
So
never know.
it's like I don't know. I don't know what the Cowboys, man. I don't know. Micah
We'll
Parsons is
never know.
injured. He's still doing this podcast. Like, bro.
Bro,
Now his
he's
podcast is good though.
yes.
His podcast is good. I ain't gonna lie. He does have a good
Yeah.
podcast, man.
He,
That's
he
something.
does.
That's
Better
something
than
I think. That's something I think he'll definitely like enjoy doing when he retires. But it just seems like, I'm not gonna say he doesn't care about football. I'm not gonna say that, but it seems like, he's not really worried about the
it's
team.
worse to get a field in the dang podcast. So I tell you that.
Yeah.
Shoot.
But yeah, man, I don't know about the Cowboys, man. I don't know. That's one of the teams that just
TJ,
you just gotta shake your head and hope they do good the rest of the
yeah,
season. 'Cause
TJ,
I don't know
yeah,
right
we
now.
gotta we probably gotta kind of end it.
Oh,
My
okay,
laptop is
my
on.
bad. All right,
No, you good.
yeah,
I was letting you know my shit's on 10%.
oh yeah. But yeah, man, this NFL season's been, how you feel about it so far?
You know, like I said, how I feel about it, man. I think that I think we got the thing I don't get, bro, is that we had the team that we was not expecting to be good this year. You know, you got the Vikings, bro. Ain't nobody was predicting the Vikings going 5-0, bro. We was even my team. Nobody predicting us going 4-2, bro. Even the Steelers, nobody was predicting y'all going 4-2. Like, bro, these teams, but you got the teams that was expecting to do good, like the Cowboys or, bro, even the 49ers, bro. The 49ers are supposed to be like 6-0 right now, bro.
They got
As
injuries though. They have injuries. They have
what we
injuries.
thought.
They
And
have
okay,
injuries.
before we end
Christian
this
McCaffrey.
episode, I want to talk to you about what I said like what 2 years ago about Brock Purdy, bro. So I want you to admit right now, is Brock Purdy a system quarterback? Because before you say
I mean,
anything,
he's
we're gonna
still
do the
good.
same conversation that we had. The same conversation we had 2 years ago. And when he was a rookie, I literally said this. I remember the exact video. I was like, Brock Purdy's a system quarterback. Because you want to know why? He can only win with star players. He can only win with star players. And you want to know how I'm proving that? Because what happened when CMC was not in that backfield? What happened when Debo Samuel was not in the slot? What happened when Brandon Ayuk was not playing to what he's always playing like? And what happened? Now, I know people's going to get on me saying, well, Brock Purdy still threw for over 280 yards. Okay, if that's the case, then so if you're saying if CMC and Debo Samuel was on that field and he still throws for 280 yards, are they winning? Yes or no? They're going to win that game because they got star players. So my thing is, can you please admit that I was right about when I say Brock Purdy is a freaking system quarterback?
Bro, I don't.
Be
He's
honest,
not a system quarterback, because you have to understand, you can't put
bruh.
you can't put just any quarterback in that situation or in that offense just expecting to be good. They have to have somewhat kind of talent.
That what Brock, bro.
You
That what
understand
Brock
that. You
Purdy
got to
did.
understand that.
Brock Purdy was like that. Brock Purdy literally just
You have to
came out
be
of nowhere. He
somewhat
was Tom
skilled
Brady's
in order
team.
to be in that
Tom
offense. You
Brady.
just can't put any. You can't put any. So you're telling me if you put Bryce Young in that offense, you think it'll be good?
Yes,
No,
yes,
no, no,
yes,
you don't.
bro.
No,
Yes,
you
bro.
don't.
I'm telling
No,
you,
you don't.
yes, bro.
No,
Listen, dog.
no.
Listen. You see how? All
And
right. So check this out,
I'm
bro.
I don't think Bryce Young is a bad quarterback. I just don't think he's ready.
You tell me if Bryce Young doesn't have the great O line and have a star players to throw to, you don't think he's gonna be
Bro,
good?
he's
Bryce Young.
5'9", bro. He could barely see over the off. He's 5'9".
I
I'm
know.
taller
I
than Bryce
understand
Young,
that.
bro. I'm taller than
I am
him.
too.
I'm
I
taller
am.
than
I am
Bryce
too. I
Young,
am
bro.
too.
And I don't think
I
he's
am. No,
bad.
but that's not
But
my.
bro, if you're gonna
But
be, my
that's
thing is,
besides the
if you're
point.
gonna be a short
That's,
quarterback, as short as Bryce Young, you have to be accurate, accurate. And he's not accurate, bro. Some of the throws he's making
I
it just be
really
pissing
do.
me
I
off.
really think. Okay, bro. All right, TJ. Now check me out with this. Then, so if Brock Purdy was in the all in the Panthers, what's gonna happen?
He'd be better than Bryce Young. If we're being honest, we'd be
Oh
way
no,
better than Bryce Young. Yes, he
no,
would,
bro,
bro.
no,
He
bro,
would not
no,
be
he's
as
not,
bad as
bro.
Bryce Young,
No, he's
bro.
not, bro.
He
No, he's
wouldn't be
not,
as
bro.
bad as
On me,
Bryce
no, he's
Young,
not,
bro.
bro. No, he's not, bro.
He
Look
would
at
not
Andy
be as
Dalton, bro. Y'all
bad.
was specifically saying, Andy
I'm
Dalton
not
was
saying
going
he
to do
would
much
be the
better
best
than Bryce
quarterback in the
Young.
league, but do I think would he be better than Bryce Young?
No, yeah,
Yes.
bro.
Yes,
Brock
he
Purdy
would.
was not going to do better than no Bryce Young on the Panthers, man. Come on,
Yes he
man.
was, bro. Yes he would do
Oh, come
100 times
on,
better
bro.
than Bryce
Come
Young,
on.
bro. A
All
hundred
right, yo,
times better.
tell me how Brock Purdy.
Bro, Andy
I'm telling you,
Dalton,
like,
and
as a
like I
rookie,
understand Andy
I'm talking
Dalton.
about as a rookie,
He's a veteran QB, bro. I understand he's been in the league for a while,
bro. Tell me
but it's
what's
still
the
the
difference
Panthers,
between
bro. And
Bryce Young and Brock
he's been playing
Purdy,
good football, even though despite they've been losing, they have been losing. He's still been playing pretty good, way better than Bryce Young.
bro. So Brock
Bryce Young
Purdy.
might not even get the
But,
starting job back.
you literally just said the reason why Andy Dalton's doing good. He's a veteran. I understand that. But let's say with Brock Purdy just got drafted, he goes to the Panthers. Is he doing the same? He's doing the exact same thing as or as Bryce Young doing, bro.
No,
You
he's
cannot
not,
lie,
bro.
bro.
Bryce Young,
Yes,
well,
he
he's
is.
been playing
How? Because
bad,
you want to know
bro.
why? You want to know how? You want to know why I know that? Because tell me what's the difference between Bryce Young and Brock Purdy besides height? Because you can't tell me that Brock Purdy was better in college. Bryce Young won a damn
Brock
Heisman.
Purdy is way
You got
more
to tell me
accurate
what's
than Bryce
different.
Young as of right now.
How are we gonna know who's accurate when Bryce Young got
Bro,
nobody to
have you
throw
not
to?
watched Bryce Young, bro? Have you not watched him? And you can't even
Bro,
say
I watched Bryce Young.
you can't even say it's the online, because the online is not been as bad this season. I understand
I
it was pretty
understand it.
bad last season, but this season has not been that bad, bro. It's been holding up pretty good this season so far. It's been pretty good. Bryce Young, I'm not
Okay.
saying Bryce Young is the problem.
Right.
I'm not saying that, but bro, he's not good, bro. He's not good.
I'm just saying, bro. So if you literally telling me if Brock Purdy was
If
on the
Brock Purdy was
Panthers,
on the Panthers as of right now, he'd be playing way better. I'm not saying he'd be a top 5 quarterback or anything like that, but if we're comparing his play to Bryce Young's play, I think he would play way better right now on the Panthers than Bryce Young.
man, that don't make, bro. I don't understand, bro, because there's literally nothing different. It's just that Brock Purdy's in a better situation, bro. Brock
No,
Purdy's in a
I'm
better
talking about if you
situation,
put
bro.
Brock Purdy on the Panthers. That's what you was asking me, right? If you put him on the Panthers right
Yeah,
now,
yeah, I'm
yes, he
saying
would
that.
be
I'm just
better.
saying the reason why I'm saying that he's in the best situation because that's how he's better with his accuracy, bro. He's with Kyle Shanahan, bro. Look, who is Bryce with? Who is Bryce with?
But
Come
yeah,
on now, what kind of coach he with?
bro,
Come
you
on,
have to
dog.
understand, bro. You have to understand.
Oh
When you're a
no.
quarterback, bro, and you can't throw the ball, if you're not accurate, bro, you're not gonna last long in the league, bro. You gotta understand that, bro.
I
Quarterback, that's
understand
arguably
that,
the
bro.
most. I'm not
So
gonna
you
say.
cannot tell me situations. So you can't tell me situations matter in the NFL, bro.
I'm not saying situations don't matter, but bro, you have to have skill. You have to have talent throwing the ball, bro. Bryce
Young
Young,
got
he's not.
skill.
Yes, he does, but he's not accurate, bro. He's not accurate with his throws. If you go back and watch some of the games, bro, he's overthrowing like short 5-yard passes, bro. Like I know you see it. You know you see it too. You know you see it.
I mean,
The screen
yeah, but
passes,
look,
bro. He's throwing it like literally
okay.
behind them,
I have
bro.
another. All right, I have another reason why I say Bryce Young will be gone on 49ers. You want to know why? Because think about it. Bryce Young started his first game, his first ever NFL game. He started his first game. Brock Purdy was behind two quarterbacks and behind a veteran quarterback before he played and beat Tom Brady in his first game.
Well,
So
he
do
was
you not
supposed to
think
start.
that's?
First of all, let's be real. It's supposed to be Trey Lance's team. If we're being
I
honest,
understand that, but it doesn't matter when we have Bryce Young that starts his first game, and we have Brock Purdy that's behind like two, well not say two, but one veteran quarterback. So my thing is, there's no way in HE double hockey stick that that Brock Purdy will be better than Bryce
Bryce Young
Young
was the
on the
number one
Panthers.
overall pick, though.
There's no way.
He's number one
There is
overall
no
pick, though.
way.
He
There's
was
no
number one
way.
overall. He was going to start either way, bro. Who else were the Panthers going to start?
I know that. I'm just saying as a quarterback though. I'm saying Brock Purdy's not going to do better than Bryce Young because you saying he got better accuracy and all of that. But if Bryce Young had time to develop like he is doing now, I'm telling you, Bryce Young is going to start back. Is going to be better than ever. And then plus give Bryce Young some help. Danny Dalton is showing that the Panthers is not a good team. Now, before you say anything, yes, I know Andy was going off. I understand that. He scored 24 on the Bengals. I understand that, bro. But you gotta understand that the Panthers still isn't a good team. I'm telling you, if Bryce Young was on the 49ers,
I'm not saying they're a good team. I'm just saying Andy Dalton. I understand he's a veteran QB. I get all that, but he's making the best out of his situation, bro. He's making something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what the Panthers expected with Bryce Young, even though he doesn't have the best help. I'm pretty sure they expect him to make something out of nothing, but he hasn't.
Well, I'll say this. I'll say this. You know, if you give Bryce Young time, just like Brock Purdy had time, you know, yes, he's a number one overall pick. I understand that. I understand it. And I can't even lie. I don't have a good argument to back it up because I could say Caleb Williams, but Caleb Williams is making my case not good at all because he's actually balling right now and he's the Heisman, and Jaden Daniels. So my case ain't looking too good right now because they're making my case look bad. But I will say, give Bryce Young time like he is doing now. I'm telling you, he's going to bounce back. I'm telling you, just give it time, bro. Give it time, bro. Yes, he's short, bro, but there's Kyler Murray's short, bro. Kyler Murray's short. Come on now. Now, before you say anything, I know they different.
He's not that short,
I know
bro.
he's like 5'10", bro. He's like 5'11", 5'10", bro. Come on now.
Bro, he's 6 foot on a good day, bro. He's 6 foot on a good day.
Bryce Young was listed 6 feet too.
Nah, bro, I'm taller than Bryce Young, bro. That's a problem. That's a problem, bro. That's a problem.
He won a Heisman.
I understand he won the Heisman, bro. But
he was the best player.
Football, NFL football, it's too different. It's different, bro. It's different.
I understand it's different, bro. I understand it's different, but if you're talking about height, bro,
not all Heisman,
that height shouldn't matter.
Though, not all Heisman.
If you're saying height, no, listen. If you're saying the height matters, then he wasn't supposed to do what he was supposed to do in college. There's no way. There's no way.
I'm not saying height matters. I'm saying if you're gonna be that short, you have to be very, very accurate as a quarterback, bro. Very accurate. Well, take someone like who was someone that was as short as Bryce Young? You said Kyler Murray. Who else? Drew Brees. How tall was Drew Brees? Was he like? I think he. How tall was he?
6 foot.
He's 6 foot even.
Yeah.
I know he wasn't taller than 6 foot. I know that. I know he was like around. I know he was like around the 5'11" range, 6 foot maybe. I think, but yeah, Drew Brees, bro. Doug Flutie, when he played for the Bills, he was short as hell, but he was accurate. He was accurate as fuck. I know you remember that. He was accurate, bro. Drew Brees accurate. If you're gonna be a short QB, bro, you have to have the football on a laser, bro. You have to throw it. You have to throw lasers on the field. Be very accurate with your throws, bro. I'm not saying height matters. Obviously, height doesn't matter. You could be 5'5", bro, and still be a good QB. But you have to be accurate,
No, you
bro.
can't.
Yeah, no, you can't. But You know what I'm saying. Like you have to be accurate as a
I get
quarterback,
what you're
bro.
saying, though. I get what you're saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Like, just give Bryce Young the situation Brock Purdy's in, bro. Come on, bro. Give Bryce Young the situation. And I'm talking about the
If
exact.
Brock was in Bryce's situation, bro, he would have been way better. I'm not saying he would have been the best quarterback in the league, but
Bro,
he would have been way
I don't.
better
I
than
don't.
what Bryce has been right now.
I don't
From I'm
understand
talking about
when
from what
getting
I've
drafted.
seen
Like
right now. From what I've
starting
seen
the
right now, bro,
starting the
so far.
first game though. Starting the first game, you talking about Brock Purdy would be better than Bryce Young starting the first game.
As the season goes on, I do think he will start to get better. Bryce didn't get better as the season went on. Now, obviously, his first season
Well, look what Brock Purdy's on. Look what Brock
His O
Purdy's
line was
on.
terrible. I understand that, but
Look at Brock.
I'm pretty sure you expected Bryce Young to develop and improve, didn't you? You expected him to improve, right? And he
I
hasn't.
mean, he started every single game last year. He started every single game last year. He had no person to come behind, bro. Now he's finally getting that chance now. Bro, Brock Purdy literally had a veteran behind him, and he didn't start
But
his seventh
he
week,
wasn't even
bro.
supposed to start. He wasn't even supposed to
I
make it up to
understand
that
that. You in
position.
the, you
It
in the
was
best
supposed to be
situation, bro.
Trey
Last year,
Lance. It was supposed to be Trey Lance, and then I don't who else was there? Who was there back? Because I
Jimmy
know Brock,
Garoppolo.
yeah, and Jimmy. Those two were supposed to be like the quarterbacks that were gonna play. Well, probably not Jimmy. If Trey Lance didn't get played, Jimmy
All right.
wouldn't have played,
Oh, okay.
and Brock
Guess
definitely
what?
wouldn't have played.
Answer this. Okay, all right, fine. So let me just ask you this: Jimmy Garoppolo good? Yes or no?
Was Jimmy Garoppolo good? He will. I'm not gonna say he was good. He was decent.
He's good, but he was good, right? He was good or bad?
He was good enough. He was good
Okay,
enough.
you know he took that team to the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, I know he was good enough.
Am I wrong? Yeah, he was good enough. So if he's not elite, and how did he took that team to the Super Bowl when when he goes to the Raiders, he's complete garbage.
Well, first of all, the
True, you know what?
Raiders.
You know what? He's not even a freaking starter no more, dog. He's not even a starter
Yeah,
no
he's
more.
on the
So tell me how
he's
he
on the
goes
what's it
to
called? He's
tell
on.
me how tell me how even when he was behind Tom Brady for many years, he goes to the Super Bowl, but when he goes to another team that's not elite, he's not good. Answer that, bro. Why is that the case? Why is that the case? Is it one because that he's in a great situation, or two, the Raiders are just completely trash and he had nobody to throw to and he had no O line, he had nobody and he's just terrible. Or you can just say he's just a bad quarterback. But he was in a good situation, so the 49ers made him look good. You know what I mean? I'm just saying what I'm knowing, bro. Like, yeah, that's Jimmy Garoppolo is having the same, like, he would say he's the most trashiest quarterback of all time. Well, not, I'm just exaggerating, but Jimmy Garoppolo is not a good quarterback. But he took that team to the Super Bowl. But if that's the case, then how come when he goes to the Raiders and get a 3-year deal, he didn't even last that whole contract? That man's on the Rams behind Matthew Stafford. You know what I mean? And he's probably gonna get beat by Stetson Bennett at the QB battle. You know, people saying he's trash, but he took a team to the Super Bowl, and then again he took him to the NFC Championship. You know what I mean? So my thing is it the situation? Is it the quarterback? I mean, you gotta let me know, bro, because I'm trying to say that Brock Purdy is having the same way that Jimmy Garoppolo is. But y'all saying Jimmy Garoppolo ain't good. I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying that Jimmy Garoppolo is showing that he's not good on the Raiders, but when he's on the 49ers, he acts like he's elite. You know what I mean? So I was just saying, I'm just saying that, like, if Brock Purdy was on the team, like let's say the Raiders, he's not going to do any better. You know what I mean? Or does Brock Purdy was on the Panthers, he's not going to do any better. He's not going to do any better because it's the situation the quarterback's in. Bryce Young is not in the great situation. Neither was Jimmy Garoppolo in the Raiders. That's why he didn't do nothing. But when he was in a good situation against the 49ers, he looked at elite. Well, not looked at elite, but when he took the team to the Super Bowl, he was an average quarterback. And everybody was looking at him like, he's our franchise quarterback. What? That didn't happen. And he went to the NFC Championship the next year. The next season, they benched him. You know what I mean? Of course, he started again, but they wanted Trey Lance to start him. So my thing, I was just trying to say that, like, the situation that I'm trying to say is that, like, Bryce Young and Brock Purdy can have the same thing, like same situation, but people got to understand that if Brock Purdy was in a bad situation, he's not going to ball out like he is now. You got to understand that he's not going to ball out. It got to be the situation of the football team. If the football team is not in a great situation, it's not going to do good. You know what I mean? Now, there's good quarterbacks in the league. Like let's say Jaden Daniels.
You can have a good quarterback who's in a bad situation, like Justin Herbert last year. He was in a bad. I think he's still in a pretty bad situation, really, but he's still a good quarterback. You can, I mean, like you can't say the quarterback can't be good if he's in a bad situation. There have been QBs in the NFL who have been on bad teams, but they're still good. You know what I'm saying? Like there have been a lot of quarterbacks like, cause what was a quarterback that was good but was on a bad team? I'm trying to.
I see what you're saying, but when I mean like system quarterback, I'm just mean like their own, like they're good with the system like around them. You know what I mean? Now, I ain't saying Brock Purdy is a bad quarterback. I'm just saying that the system or the environment that he's around makes him good. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying Bryce Young could be the same thing. Bryce Young could be a system quarterback too. You just gotta have the right environment, bro. You just gotta have the right. You gotta have the right pieces to your team, bro.
I mean, isn't that the whole point? Isn't that the whole point of the NFL? You want to be in a good position. You don't want to be in a bad position. That's the whole point.
Exactly. That's why I'm trying to tell you that, bro.
You can't put that on him. That's not his fault. He wasn't even supposed to be the starting QB as of right now. It's supposed to be Trey Lance. He wasn't even supposed to.
I know that. I know that. He never was. I'm just saying that. I just want Bryce Young to get the respect that every other like sophomore or rookie quarterback is getting, because he's not in a good situation.
But he hasn't made it any better though. He hasn't made it any better.
I mean, shoot. I mean, it ain't helping because he's like what? Don't got no O line.
And I'm not saying I say the hype matters, bro. But from what we've seen, bro, he just hasn't been good. Let's be honest.
You know, all I'm gonna say,
maybe it might be the system, because Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield, they both play for the Panthers, and now they're both playing some of the best football of their careers. So maybe it might be the Panthers. But at the same time, Bryce, from what I've seen from Bryce Young, right now, but from what I've seen from Bryce Young,
you just gave me an idea that I didn't think of, bro. Thank you. That was a great take.
He hasn't looked good, bro.
Oh, you just made my argument better, bro. Bro, I forgot about
Baker Mayfield was the number 1 overall pick too, wasn't he? He was number 1 overall pick too. Just like Bryce Young. Sam Darnold, I think Sam Darnold was the 2nd overall pick. They were both high.
Was he in a good situation? Was he in a good situation when he got drafted though? Ow.
I mean, he was in pretty. He had OBJ. He had Jarvis Landry, Nick Chubb.
Not when he first got there, though.
But I'm saying, well, no, because when was that? 2018, and I think they traded for OBJ that same season. So he probably had like a couple games without OBJ. You know what I'm saying? But he got him eventually, and Jarvis Landry was already there.
And what Bryce Young got?
Bryce Young, but he hasn't showed us anything yet, bro. I don't even know.
I mean, what can he show you? What can he show you?
It's not like he has the worst receivers, bro. He has Deontay Johnson still. He's a very good receiver. I'm not saying he's a top 5 receiver, but he's a pretty good receiver. I know
Baker Mayfield had OBJ. That does not correlate with OBJ.
I understand that, but Deontay Johnson, he was arguably a top 15 wide receiver in the league. That's still pretty good. He's not no OBJ.
You're saying was, bro. You're saying was. I'm talking about now. He's still a good receiver. And yes, I know Adam Thielen. He's old as hell. I understand that. But still, bro, you have to show us something. This is wide receiver 1 too, bro. That's crazy, bro. Think about it. Imagine having a 30-year-old wide receiver as your wide receiver 1, bro. Come on, man. Come on, dog.
Bro, he has to show us something, bro. He hasn't showed us anything yet.
He will.
I've seen this man miss wide open throws, bro. Overthrowing it, underthrowing it, bro. Like, come on, bro. He has to show us something. He's had a whole season and apart. He had a whole season. Now should the Panthers give him more time? Probably. Did they go into early
If
and
Bryce
pull the
Young can
plug?
get out of that
Yes,
situation, bro.
but
If Bryce Young can get out of that situation, he'll ball out. That's all I'm gonna say. If Bryce Young can get out that situation that he's in, he can ball out.
bro,
Because you
he
just made my
hasn't
argument
shown
better.
us he can though. He hasn't shown us. You gotta show us something at least. You gotta give us. You gotta go show us something. He hasn't shown not
What
even
he's
a
gonna show
little
you with
bit.
nobody's
Not even a little
Who you
bit,
gonna throw
bro.
to? Who you gonna throw to? How he gonna show out when he has the worst O line in the league, man?
He
Come on,
doesn't
bro.
have the worst O line in the league. That might be the what's it called? The Seahawks. The Seahawks might have the worst O line in the league. Because so
Well, I'm
far
not gonna say worse, but
the Panthers O line it hasn't been as bad as it was last season. Last season it was terrible, but this season it hasn't been as bad. It has not been as bad this season. It hasn't been the best, but it hasn't been that bad, bro. It has not been that bad. My thing is, bro. My thing is Bryce Young hasn't shown me nothing yet. That's just my thing, bro. He hasn't shown me anything. He hasn't shown me that he could be at least a starting quarterback in this league, bro.
just give it time. Give it time. Just give it. We're just gonna give it time.
I'm not saying I'm giving up on Bryce Young. I still think he can.
No, bro.
I'm still
Your argument will work now. Now, see, if Bryce Young's still trash after this break that he's having.
I don't even know, bro. I don't even know if the Panthers are gonna start him again. He might not even start again, bro. You never know. Knowing the Panthers, bro, you never know. You might not even start.
He's a starter on like 12 teams, bro. He's a starter on like 12 other teams, bro. Oh, you talking about the Panthers? Oh,
I'm talking about. I don't even know if he'll start for the Panthers again. If you can't start for the Panthers, then I don't know, bro. I don't know. You can't start on the Carolina Panthers. I don't know. I don't know, man. That's all I'm saying. I'm not giving up on Bryce Young, bro. But if he does get a chance to start again on the Panthers, bro, he has to show me something, bro. Something. Give me something, bro. Some kind of improvement. Be a running quarterback for all I care.
We gonna see though. We gonna see it though. We gonna for sure see it though. I'm telling you, just give it time, bro. Give it some time. We're gonna see by like the end of the season.
Because it's just like with Justin Fields, bro. I understand Justin Fields wasn't the best quarterback, but he showed us something. In those couple seasons in Chicago, he showed us something, bro. He showed us he could be a starting quarterback at least, bro. At the very least. Even if he's not, you know what I'm saying, he's not making all these Pro Bowls and breaking all these records. He showed us that he can at least be a starting quarterback. He's capable of doing it.
All right, my bad. All right, we probably gotta end it a little bit quicker. 3% now.
But yeah, man. I'm not giving up on Bryce Young. I'm not, but I just need to see some improvements, man. If he does, if the Panthers do put him back in the starting lineup, bro, I have to see some improvements, man. Because so far he hasn't looked good. He has not looked good at all. But yeah, man, that's gonna wrap it up for this episode, man. I think we talked about a lot. Really, we talked about a lot. Now we're gonna try to stay consistent with it.
2 hours. 2 hours.
What's the next episode?
Next episode. Hope it can be next week. Let's try to aim for next Tuesday. I'm hoping I'm aiming for it. You know, it's midterms right now, so yeah. But we're hoping for right now though. So yeah. I appreciate you for letting me Appreciate you for letting me join again.
Yeah, no problem, man. All right.